Hello, YouTubers, friends, and family. RV Debs here. It's Wednesday. It's a live stream, so that means that you can talk to me and I will know what you're asking. Yes, so tonight it's Q&A or it's open for really any kind of conversation. Let me just get things started here by opening up a channel. Okay. Alrighty then. There. Hey Linda, Lindsay, how are you tonight? Thanks for coming in. You're the first one in tonight. It is Wednesday evening. It's about 7:09, and here we are. Hey. Hello, Vanilla Rain. Hello, Colette. Welcome. So nice to see everyone. I love to that's part of what I do. The live streams are really a nice way to touch base with people that you grow fond of, and yeah, so I am happy with that. Hey, hello, Betty Jones. Welcome to my channel. I'm having a little Arizona green tea tonight. How's everybody? Anybody got a drink out there? Let's raise a toast to a beautiful Wednesday evening. Hello, Elizabeth. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. So, for those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Deb. This is my channel, and it is about life after 50 years of age, at least. Really, after 60. Hi, Pamela. Hi, Lori. It's also about starting over in life. A lot of us, you know, we're older, and life has a way of changing, of course. And we have to roll with the punches, and we have to make lemonade out of the lemons of life, because there's nobody that gets scot-free, you know, away scot-free with a perfect life. Their whole life is perfect. People go through a lot, and we learn to roll with the punches. So that's what I've learned to do pretty good. I mean, you know, as best as I can. The reason I'm even on YouTube is because when my husband and I were planning our lives to get old together, we were thinking, let's sell our house and downsize to just what really matters. Let's buy some sort of a RV and get on the road and see the country, visit our friends that were scattered all over the place, and family. And that's what we were going to do. So we started on YouTube looking for, you know, RVs and what kind would we want. And, you know, one thing leads to another. Hi, Gigi. And one thing leads to another. And, you know, about a year and a half after we were planning this, because my husband had had spinal surgery like in 2010, and he never really recovered from it, and it makes more sense now, but at the time he went on disability, and that's when we thought, well, let's sell our house. Let's we loved each other so much, and we could live in a small space, no problem. And unfortunately, he was diagnosed with multiple myeloma, which is a cancer, and he passed away in 2014. Well, that year, I didn't really know what to do, and that's what happens. It takes you for a loop. When you lose your spouse or anyone in your family that's close, it really does throw you for a loop, and you have to almost like start over again in your head, your life, because, you know, you're married or whatever. Like, we were married and we had plans, and all of a sudden he's not there. What do I do? Well, what I did was decide to keep our plans, and I sold everything. It took me, I waited for 1 year. I waited for 1 year. I went to hospice, helped Mark at the end of his life and me. So I wound up going to a 6-week spouse loss group. And through this, and those people are still friends of mine today. And it was a really, really good thing to do. It really helped me. Hospice, I had a one-on-one counselor, and then I had the group. And so I decided, okay, I'll sell my house. And I sold my house. It was a mobile home, a two-bedroom, two-bathroom mobile home um, on Lake Tarpon Springs, Florida. And it was really interesting because I sold it. The day that I sold it and got a check in my hand was 1 year to the day that my husband had passed away. Crazy, huh? And then I bought this. I bought this 27-foot travel trailer, which after a lot of consideration and looking around, this is what I thought would be the best for me. So I'm in it. And that was like 2015. I started my YouTube channel just sharing what spouse loss is like, what it is like to start over, and what it's like to downsize and get rid of a lot of stuff that you don't need. A lot of stuff that you think you might need, but you really don't need a lot. Hi, Libra. Glad you're taking a break. Yeah, I'm just sort of telling people why I'm here and why I have this channel. Most of you know, but it is good for me too. It does me good to remember what I've gone through and where I am now. So after going through the downsizing and buying an RV and attaching it to my truck, my truck's a Chevy Avalanche. It's really a beautiful truck, and it was my husband's. Bought it new. After several months, I stayed in Florida where I lived in an RV park to get used to it. And then I took off, and I wound up, really enjoying the camping part. Once you're settled in and you're camping, I love my little home. I have 2 little dogs, and they love it too, and they're comfortable. We're all comfortable. The biggest problem for me was when I was pulling the trailer with my truck. I always felt like I was afraid that I was going to pull the transmission, to strain it. And I was afraid that if I got out west, which was my original plan, that the mountains would be just too much for my truck to take. And I don't know if it was or not, but I felt it, and that's more than enough, I wound up getting out of Florida and going to Alabama and staying there at an RV park. It was a very nice park, and it was very pleasant. For 9 months, I was stuck there. My Chevy Avalanche motor is, I believe it is a 15. It's a half ton, I believe. 5 something. Oh, I'm not good on the numbers of the engine, but it's got a good engine, and it was probably fine, but really I just didn't feel comfortable. When you're driving, especially with 2 little dogs, and you're pulling a trailer that has your whole life in it, and it's heavy. It's as heavy as probably I was at the limit. You can't just stop at a rest. You can stop at rest stops, which is what I did. But you can't go to a drive-through. You can't leave your dogs in the car. It's not the kind of traveling that I enjoyed, let's put it that way. Oh, you're right, Vanilla. Hi. My husband would have liked being there, and he is kind of like an angel on my shoulder, really. I always feel like I'm not alone when it comes right down to it. The thing is, I just really didn't feel like that. It was such peaceful, easy. I don't know how people do it. Now, if I had a Class C and I was in the vehicle and it was a little smaller, if I was doing it all over again, I wouldn't have, I don't think I would have done it this way. Hi, Butterbean Head. How are you, honey? And hi, Linda. Nice to see you guys. Yeah, I'm just sort of talking about what got me here. And the reasons why I really didn't enjoy pulling the trailer. I think but it really does take time to know what you're going to like. And you have to experience it. And what's funny is when you first think about selling your home and going in an RV, you think big because you've got a home full of stuff. So you always think 40 foot, 36 foot at least. You know, I told my husband that. We got to have at least 36 feet. And uh, not, no, that's so not true. It's so not true. And I'm so glad I didn't get anything bigger than I got. Really. Well, I'm not going to sell this RV. The only reason I would ever sell my trailer is if I was going to move into somewhere like solid, like a home somewhere, and then I'd sell it and buy a van with it, a camper van. Um, but hi Shirley, nice to see you. Welcome, dear. Yeah. But the more I thought about it, and living in this, I realize now that if you're going to go full time, especially by yourself as a single woman, you need something much smaller, more comfortable, much easier. Um, and I think for me, I really am not a full timer because I do like being in a place long enough to really enjoy it. Now, from Alabama, for those of you who didn't know, my girlfriend from Seattle named Chris, she saw that I was 9 months in this RV park in Alabama. It was a really nice part of Alabama, and the food there is to die for. They have the best seafood I've ever had, and so it wasn't a waste of my time at all. Right, Butterbean Head. That's another thing too. You do need to be able to like leave if you want to leave. If you're like, I couldn't do it anyway. It wasn't good for me. Hi, Michelle. Nice to see you. Welcome. Um, but the more that I, lived in this, that now I know, by myself, I wouldn't want anything bigger than a small Class C, or even just a high top camper van is really all you need. But I want my home base, and I have my home base. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Maya. I have to check to see, Libra. I'm going to have to get back with you on the numbers. But I do know that it didn't feel right for me, and I go by my intuition with life a lot. Um, but what I decided, so my friend Chris flew to Mobile, Alabama, and I picked her up at the airport, and she came back to my travel trailer. That turns into a bed. It's not the best, but I put like a foam over it, and it was okay. She stayed with me for a week. We took off, and I was going to go live. This is what I thought in my mind. So you never always know that things change. I'm gonna answer that question in a second. Um, because I don't know. I don't know if I want to sell my truck. It's a big decision because it was my husband's, and just everything that's in the pockets in the back of the truck was his. All the just tools, and his hands were on the wheel. It's very sentimental to me, that truck, because I have thought about it really. I even went when I was in Lubbock. I took it to I'm not sure if it was a Chevy dealer, but I went to a couple of dealers to see what they'd give me for it, and they want to rip you off is what they want to do. That's the problem. I'd have to sell it in just personally sell it, and then buy the next thing, which anyway. But so we wound up getting in the truck and with the trailer and the dogs, and we went from Alabama to where I am right now, which is a little town in Texas. It's just a town of 1,130 people. I think 30 of those people are our family that I'm with now. Um, Hi, Willow. Nice to see you. Yeah, Libra. See, I can understand that. See, you see your dad's truck when you look at that truck. Hi, Mental Fairy. Yeah, I'm pretty, and I'm not as sentimental as a lot of people, but there is something about my truck, and my heart was in that truck. Wonderful, Amanda. You're getting a washer and dryer, a new one, I hope. So anyway, okay, so I got to Texas. My best friend Kathy and her husband Mark, they moved here a year after I got out of Florida. They moved well, a year before me. And because they moved here, it was their sons, two sons were here with grandkids. Anyway, well, long story short, Kathy and Mark moved here. They got this little piece of property in this little town. All of her, all of the family. I'm not even talking about just her two sons and her mom moved here, but all of the wives, their moms and dads and sisters and brothers all moved here. So there's a lot of people, and I'm considered an adopted family member, which I'm so happy about. Yes, we're going to have another stimulus. That's going to be good. And I'm hoping something, because even if I was to buy like a small itty bitty trailer, I could pull that. Because I could pull a small trailer easy. It's the craziest thing, Mandy. You're right that we all moved here. I mean, Colette. Um, and I never would have been in Texas in my life. I didn't really. Texas was the furthest from my mind. I was thinking more like the coast of Oregon or Northern California. What? Come here. You want to come up here and say hi? Don't cry then. I was thinking like, Northern California. I have friends. I've got a dear friend and her husband, Bonnie Lou. She lives in Mount Shasta area, Dunsmuir. Yeah, something like that. Vanilla Rain. She says you can get a scamp, super small. If I could get one of those, that'd be a possibility. And I did. That's right. Menno Ferry says so. You have a mobile family that found forever home. Yeah. So when I got here, actually, Kat and Mark, I've known Kathy, like I said, 40 years. We go back. Her sons were babies. They're like my sons, actually. They're the closest thing that I've ever had to having my children. Her, Lee and Nathan. And they call me, I'm Grandma. I'm Bubby. I'm their Bubby. And so it's like really, I love it. And then Nadia's having a new baby girl in November. And she's never going to know any different. I'm always going to be her little Bubby. Yes. Hi, Seattle, Judy. Judy, sweetie, how are you? Yeah, casitas are very expensive too. They really are. I thought of a casita. I've never been in a relationship with D-Dub. Sorry, yata, hey. No, I just know him from online, just like anybody else. And I did hear about that. Sad. It's got to pay your debt to society. I have no clue really. I don't know him personally. Colette says my daughter starts university in Vancouver this year, but has to do her first semester online. Man, that's a beautiful area. I have been to Vancouver, Canada, and man, if I was a Canadian, I think that's where I would head. Actually, yeah. D Dubs Rosie made an announcement that they came to her house and picked him up for. This is the weird part, for failing to check in as a child predator. I don't even know what the term is. Hi, sassy girl. Yeah, so that's bottom line. You're right, sassy. I have a home base. When I got here to Texas, they said, listen, don't leave. Stay here forever as long as you want, and that'll be your spot. So I did, and I took the rest of the money that I had, put in a sewer line. We had to have somebody help with that. Mark helps with most of the stuff. We put in electric and water, and here I am. I love my home. I love my darling little town. Do I get anxious to get away? Yes, I do. Yes, I still am the same person. Um, Vanilla Rain, she says, I think it's funny that people start channels and then trolls go and research their background. Yeah, well, my background's pretty clean, so they can do that. But some people's are not that clean. Hi, Victoria. Yeah, Vanilla Rain. If you're a sex offender and you have to register and you don't, he's pretty easy to find being online all the times. I'd like to go to East Texas. Hi, Dare to Dream. Yata, hey, I have been to Oregon a couple times and I love it. And do I think I'll ever get back there again? Yes, I sure do. Um, I have to go to East Texas. I've never been to East Texas. I've been to San Antonio for a concert and a visit. I've been to Dallas a few times, the area. I've been to Fredericksburg, which is a really cool little town between here and San Antonio. And that's it. And I am so fortunate. I gotta say, I'm very fortunate because not only did Kathy and Mark graciously and lovingly offer me a home base, I love them with all my heart. My girlfriend is closer than a girlfriend. She's a sister. We've been through everything together. We live together. We work together. We know each other very, very well. And her husband Mark is a very nice man, and I'm so happy that they have each other. Go to Canton, Texas, and go to the flea market. Great shopping. I have no clue where that is. That's okay. I don't mind him. I don't mind you guys coming in here and questioning me. I don't know why people think that I'm going to know anything more than anybody else, but PJ. Hi, PJ. I'm feeling good tonight. I got my hair up. It's kind of hot out. It's probably in the mid 90s, or at least it was. And so, yeah, it's like a day to really be cool, just relax. Athens. Athens? Where's Athens? There's so many. Texas is huge. Really. I have not been to Houston. There's a lot of places I haven't been. I do have it made here. Thank you, PJ. I have it made here. I do. I have a very peaceful place. And I mean, I notice it every day. I go out and I sit, and the birds are singing, and there's really not. I'm retired. I do a lot of artwork. Matter of fact, let me show you what I was working on today. This one's not done yet, but I think it's turning out really pretty. I don't know if you can even see how pretty it is. It's rainbows and black, and I just get into it. Put some music on, or listen to some videos. And oh, it's near northeast of Waco. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I'm not really exploring anything until the COVID-19 scare and pandemic is at least almost done. I don't know how long that'll be, and I am grateful that I'm in this town because we haven't had any, thank God, any cases. The closest is Abilene, and they've only had, I think, they haven't had that many either. But it's, of course, when you go into town, you have to take precautions and be respectful. Hi, Harmony Paints. How are you? Well, Knox County is much bigger. We're just living a little village, basically. Knox County covers way, way more than where we live. And 5 cases is nothing. And it's true. Better to be prudent than sorry. Sorry. Oops. Thank you, Harmony Paints. You should see all of them I've done. Oh, I did something real interesting. Let me show you. I've done a lot. Well, a lot of my I am laminating the mandalas, but this one I didn't, and I cut it out. I cut it out to like the design, so you know, cut out like that. Isn't that cool? Yeah. Yes, sassy girl. I live in like Mayberry. Thank you, Harmony Paints. Oh, I've been getting so into it, and I'm almost done. I mean, I bought this really nice book, but look how many I've done. I only have a couple left. I didn't buy another book. I am going to paint though. I'm going to continue painting. That's my thing, and I know people have asked me to paint certain things, and I'm going to. I am. I've got to force myself. An erotic coloring book? I've never seen one. But I've done a lot of, I have painted nudes. I think the body's beautiful to paint. It has been a good way for me to stay busy. I have done, like I said, I don't even want to show them to y'all because there's too many. You can see, can you see some up there on the wall? There's a few of them laminated. Thank you, Dare to Dream. Hi, Scott. Nice to see you. Welcome. I don't know why I don't have super chats on. Good old YouTube. I thought I had it on. If you would like to help support my channel and tip me, I can tell you that I have PayPal. And that would be awesome. That would be awesome. Sorry, Scott. You know what? I have super chat, but it seems to be turned off. I don't know why it's turned off. YouTube's screwy. I don't know what you mean, battling all that Indian stuff. What do you mean? I have, on all of my videos, there's links. Links to Facebook, my Instagram, my PayPal, my Patreon. So, and my P.O. box. There's lots of ways to get a hold of me. Oh, Indian skincare. Yes, I'm all finished with that. I have been so lucky. I did. This is the channel that got hijacked in last November, and I got it back. Yeah. And I had nothing to do with that other channel that hijacked it. But I got it back, yay. And I'm actually getting some of the back pay for my AdSense that I never got for months. Yeah, that was a weird thing, wasn't it? No, I have nothing to do with the Indian skincare and the pimple popping, no. You know, Vanilla Rain, that's sweet of you to ask what you could do. The best thing you can do is views. So if you want to know like certain things, I have these playlists. I've got cooking videos, one after another. You can just start a playlist. That is the best way to help someone, and thumbs up's always appreciated too, by the way. It doesn't hurt to give me a thumbs up, doesn't cost anything, but what that does is at least it lets the person that's doing the live stream know how happy they are and how enjoyable it is. So I do appreciate that. The pool is open, Dare to Dream, yes. As a matter of fact, well, right now it looks like it's, yeah, I think it's closed right now. The pool And I have been to the pool a few times. The reason I don't go to the pool a lot, it's only open certain, like for summer. Um, the reason I don't go there a lot is it's all cement. There's no handrail to get in or out of the pool. And mostly it's children, which wouldn't bother me that bad. Thank you, PJ. Thank you, Colette, for putting my link into Etsy. That's right, Harmony Paint says that you can just let a playlist play in the background and uh, do your own thing. Nathan and Nadia have a pool too. Well, what I did recently, just a couple days ago. Hi, Shirley. Just a couple days ago, though, I called up the city manager. Don't know who he is, but someone told me his name was Sam and to call City Hall. Well, Betty answers the phone in City Hall. I know Betty. She's the person you pay your water bill to and stuff like that. And Betty knows who I am. I said, Betty, can I talk to the city manager? Is Sam? And he gets on the phone. And I said to him, Sam, I am a person over 60. I'm probably going to be talking for a lot of people now. There's no handrail to get in the pool or out of the pool. And when you get older and it's all cement and there's lots of kids in action, you need a handrail. It's something that is a necessity. Even though I know I can get in and out without the handrail, I'm not sure of myself. So, he said he's going to take care of it. I hope he does. Yeah, it is a lawsuit waiting to happen. You're probably right about that. But so I did call. I did do something on behalf of my little town. Because there's a lot of old people around here, and they don't really have much to do, actually. I think by law they do too, but in Texas, there's no laws. If I wanted to build a house out of straw, they wouldn't care. I wish they would have an adult swim night, or a swim day. Like I said, they don't really do a lot. This town is really good for families. If you have little children and you're bringing them up in the schools and the teachers, you got a good place to have them. But as an older person, or as a 20-year-old, I'd be out of here so fast. Ugh. Hi, Molly. Oh, nice to see you, Molly. Yeah, and again, swimming with a bunch of kids and it's noisy. We're going to go over there. As a matter of fact, I think this coming weekend is Chase's birthday, and they're going to have the birthday party at the city pool. I will go for that. But it is nice to swim, because the other day I was swimming on July 4th at Nathan and Nadia's house. They don't have a big pool, but it's big enough, and it felt so good. I don't think that's the one thing about living in a small town. Anything you do will be seen by somebody. So you better not do anything that you don't want everybody to know. Isn't that crazy? I was at the Dollar General yesterday, and there was a lady there, and she had a mask on. I did not have a mask on. Hi, Sunny Shines. But we don't have any. The governor said, if you don't have 20 cases or less, you don't have to wear. It's not a law. If you go to the city, you're going to have to wear a mask. But anyway, so she had a mask on. I didn't, and we were talking. Of course, she took her mask down. And we were talking about living here in Knox City, because she'd been here since the 50s. And I was like, how could you stay all those years? Because it's small, and it's a long drive. Whatever. It's a long drive anywhere. It's an hour, a little over an hour to Wichita Falls and Abilene. It's different kind of lifestyle. For me now, it's perfect. I don't really care. I don't need a lot of action. But if I was young, I wouldn't want my kids going to the city and drinking and then driving all the way home. That would be freaky. Hello, Elaine. 100 degrees in your area. Yeah, it's been hot here. It's been in the high 90s. We're supposed to get this weekend up to 106. I'm with you on that, and it is too hot. Hi, Darlene. Nice to see you. So I'm just trying to stay cool. That's why I sit in here. I'll go out with the dogs. I always like to find some shade, let them hang out for a while, and then I'm bringing them in, and they want to come in. They want water. And hi, Michelle. Good to see you too. Yeah, so we're just, the summer's going by, and I'm hoping by November, October, November, December, that it's a little easier to get around and do some more things. '80s are nice, Libra. Oh, Colette, what's happening with my Patreon? I still have my Patreon account. I don't have a lot of Patreons, but I have some. I have a few, and I would love to have more. The more that I have, the more I will do in Patreon. Maybe I will even do some, I don't know how to do it yet. I know there's a way where I can just I can upload videos. I could do videos just for Patreon, just something like that. Or I can offer a one-on-one conversation on Facebook, FaceTime. If that would get you guys to be patrons, I would do that. Hi, Carrie Joe. Ah, thank you, sweetie. Thank you, Colette. I am so pleased that I have my channel, that you guys are here, and it's like we're friends. And I know there's new people all the time. That's why I like to kind of go back on, why am I here, I'm safe. I'm in a home base. Do I want to travel? Hell yes. I don't know if people go, well, why don't you do it already? I've had some really snarky comments, which I usually get rid of. Why don't you talk about it? Why don't you go? Thank you. Thank you, Darlene. I did that in 2004. That was my first year I ever painted in my life. Yeah, people are real quick to say something like, why don't you just get up and buy a van? Why don't you just go, why don't you move into a house? Who has the money to do these things, first of all? I'm glad you liked me, because I like you too, Libra. I like people, I get to know people, and everybody has personalities, and it takes a little time when you're, online. You see me way more. You get to know me. Well, PJ, you know what? I know we see eye to eye. I know we're friends, and I appreciate it too. I would love to get out there, and I wish I had the money to get like a beautiful high top van all fixed up and ready to go. Then I would be going. I would come back here, but I would be going for a while. I would take a few weeks at a time and just, But right now with the pandemic and stuff, I don't think it's that much fun to travel, really. Oh, I probably will always be here as far as my home base, unless I meet some special person and we team up together, which who knows. I mean, I'm open, but I'm not like searching. I'm not on any dating sites. Hey, Marilyn. How you doing, Marilyn? Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well, feeling good. Scott. Aw. I'm just being myself, and I'm so glad you guys, want to hang out with me. I know it's not a fancy schmancy channel. Um, it's just a real, realistic, like, realistically, we're all kind of in this together when it comes to aging, and trying to be as happy as you can be as you get older, because I mean, what else have you got if you don't have the day that, like, if you don't appreciate your days, because there's a lot of people that don't have their days anymore. Yeah, I think we need to wait for traveling, PJ. I do. Unless you have to. Maryland, let me see. I didn't read what you said. You have an ear infection. Ah. Are you swimming? Did you go swimming? Dare to Dream says it's great to have a home base plan. I can't wait to leave the big city. My home base is in East Texas. Great place for fried catfish. Mm-hmm. Fancy schmancy. Tangle, I have seen those. Those are cool. Yes, I think someone else told me about it. I'm glad I can help anybody. That's neat. Harmony Paints. If I've lifted spirits, if I've given people a safe haven for an hour or two, that's a cool thing. If I've opened your heart up a little bit, just to, maybe you never know what's going to happen in the future, you got to stay open for things. No swimming for you, huh? Hi, plain vanilla grandma Carol. I am doing good. I hope you're doing good. Yeah, the beaches are closed. It's just not the right time, unfortunately. Rosie's over there. I think you see her. I don't know where Lily is. She's napping. I don't know. Hi, more haters, really. Jimmy John's has some good sandwiches. Can I lend you my truck for the weekend? That's funny. You're funny. You're a regular riot, Alice. Sunny, who am I missing? I probably missed somebody. If I did, I'm sorry. Say hello again. Yes, I'm not fancy schmancy, but I'm doing the best I can, you know? And I'm really just trying to get by too. I mean, I just wanted to be happy. I don't want to sit and get old. My dad didn't really have a peaceful ending to his life. There was worries and stress and illness with my mother and him losing his eyesight. And, I just want, and I'm doing what I want. I just want to have a comfortable lifestyle. I don't need extravagance. I don't have to go fancy places or wear fancy clothes, but I do like nice things. I like comfortable. I like being comfortable. I want to be able to appreciate each day, so that if I do pass away, if I walked out, had a massive heart attack and died, I would have died happy. That people would have said, she was pretty happy. She had a very good life. I mean, it's sad that I've lost so many people in my life. I mean, I've lost my sister, my mother, my father, and now my husband, and many friends, many aunts and uncles, grandmas, grandpas. I've just learned that they're with us in our hearts always, and just to make each day count, and even if it was all you did was read and lay in the sun or went did some laundry, do it with a happy heart, That's right, Dare to Dream, exactly. Simple living is peaceful living. It is. Yeah, I'm very peaceful, and it is very simple here. And Lori says, looking forward to turning 61 in August, 1 year closer to retirement. It's a good thing. You work hard all your life. I mean, we did weekends. We did arts and craft shows every weekend for years. Kathy and I, we worked. All week we were struggling to get our stock made, and then booking the shows, and then driving, and then gambling on it. I mean, we went through it, and I am so glad I don't have to anymore. I really am. Hi, Deborah. Nice to see you. Vanilla Rain says, I think the older we get, the more people drop like flies. We outlive them. Yeah. You are welcome, Carol. That's good. Hi, Catherine. I'm glad you're listening in. It's good to know it. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, I've got a lot of really dear, wonderful friends that are here. I don't think I could live here in this town without my channel, because I would not have a lot of friends, and it would be I am a people person. I also am a quiet person. Believe it or not, I do not like huge crowds. But anyway. Yeah, Willow Wynn says, I don't miss working at all. I don't. I had no problem adjusting to retirement. It was weird how it all happened because, you know, my husband got had fallen, and he screwed up his spine, and then he had the surgery, and he couldn't really walk as good anymore, balance wise. Next thing you know, he's on disability, and I'm turning old enough to get some Social Security, and it was the beginning of the end of working. That's all you need, Libra, is just a little tiny piece of just a little piece of mind, your own little spot, whether it's an RV on property, whether it's your property in a home that you have, if it's just an apartment, but if it's where you are home and you feel good, you got it. Oh yeah, I worked after I got married, because when I got married to Mark, we were that was, you know, middle of working. Yeah, sure did. He worked too. Darlene says, I'm enjoying my life, but still waiting for those golden years. I'm 68 years and still looking forward to those years. Me too. Me too, Darlene. I say that there's many years ahead. That's how I feel. And there are probably a lot of introverts. I'm not an introvert, but I certainly don't mind being alone. I really don't. Most of the time, I'm kind of okay with it. Do I want to meet somebody? You know, that's like a fairy tale. You know, when I met my husband, it was a fairy tale. We looked at each other, and it was like instant, and it was just beautiful. It was meant to be. I haven't really had that happen again. And at this point in my life, a partnership it'd be more. I wouldn't marry again, but I would love to have someone I felt that comfortable, a partnership that you can rely on each other and trust each other, and have good judgment. You know, common sense, which is important, and be able to get up and travel and come back and have a garden. And I like having the garden. I like being home. So it's like, it's kind of both. I'm both. Yin and yang. Yeah, that's true. Libra says that one thing we all need to bone up on is growing some food that you will consume. Well, we've got some good stuff. I just had okra from our garden. Oh my God, I didn't make a video. I'm sorry, next time. I do have an okra video, and I made it just like that on this channel in the playlist, okra. I make it the best. And I used fresh okra, which was just delicious. And I cook it on a high heat in a frying pan. I also put some grilled onion in it, and I cook the okra overcooked. I don't like schmorky, mushy okra. I like it to cook a little bit past that. And then I chop up some fresh tomatoes, throw that in, dill weed, salt and pepper, a little bit of dash of Louisiana hot sauce, and some Parmesan cheese, and okra is yum. Good night, Victoria. I'm so glad you came in. I hope you have a very good night, the rest of it. Yeah, sunny shines. It is. You're lucky if you have one beautiful, you know, mate in your life. And some people have more than one. I have open. I mean, I truly, honestly, I know he'll watch this video. He watches my videos and comments. But my friend Craig, was the first man that I thought possibly I could actually team up with. And unfortunately for me and him, it didn't work out that way because he's not able to travel, and you know, he's hanging out where he lives. But I really thought that that was a possibility, so it could happen again. Yeah, the okra was the best. If you've never had okra, oh my gosh, it's got to be really yummy fresh okra, and it's got to be cooked a lot, because okra, when it gets certain temperature, it starts to get like almost like, what's the good word? I don't want to use spork. What's the word? It gets like icky. I know, me too. Butterbean head. Gooey. Thank you, Libra. Slimy. That's it. Okra can get gooey and slimy if there's just a time when you're cooking it, and you got to cook past that. You got to keep going. Just keep cooking it, and eventually, yum. Cow slime. Oh, hi, Annette. Thank you. Really? Aw, you're so kind. Jersey Mike's. I've never been to Jersey Mike's. Snotty, slimy. Now we have all the words. Yeah, so okra needs to be cooked a special way. That's why you should see my video, because I know how to cook it good. I was taught how to cook okra by an Irish friend. I was living in Key West, Florida, and I had a really cool apartment that this guy built. He built 4 of them, and he was from Ireland. And he was Sean, his name was. Anyway, he taught me how to make it just like this, and I've never made it any other way. PJ said I gave up on the idea of meeting someone. I'm just done. I'm content with my own company anyway. I could handle living life like the Golden Girls with my girlfriends. I could too. Don't. When I say a mate or partnership, that's like, who knows if that would even happen. I would definitely do it with women too. I would team up with women. That would be an awesome team. I'm good with that. Yeah, if you don't cook it right, Colette, that it's too slimy. I get you too, PJ. Elaine said, "Have I ever fried it?" Oh, I love when it's fried, and like we used to go to Bud's, and of course fried okra. It's battered and fried. Everything tastes good that way. I don't cook it that way because I just don't. Hi, Barbara. I'm well. How are you, Barbara? Nice to see you. Welcome. Marilyn, you have flings. Yeah, I don't even have flings. Eggplant has to also be cooked. I love eggplant too, but you have to. Eggplant can be very bitter. When you get an eggplant and you slice it up, salt it real good, and just leave it alone for a while. Just like let it sit for a half hour, 30 minutes, maybe more. Then rinse it off really good, and all of the bitterness escapes with the salt. And I'm a good cook. Golden Girls is the way to live. Believe me, I would even rent a room in a big Victorian house somewhere with other people. That'd be good. I would have fun with that. PJ, I'll see you soon, I hope. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, I like textures too, Libra. And I don't mind gooey caramel, caramel. But not gooey vegetables. Hi, John. Nice to see you, John. My super chat is not working on here, so that if there's somebody out there that wants to help support the channel, I will not turn it down. I appreciate it. I have PayPal and of course Patreon too. And I have an Etsy shop full of stuff. I always feel like, at least, I'm not really begging for money, but I have beautiful products, and it definitely would be nice to exchange that with you. I've never tried that, Sonny. Parsnips and butter. Who would I be in the Golden Girls? Darlene would ask. Um, I'd probably be who? What's the name of the girl that played by Rue? Um, I can't think of her Golden Girl's name. Hi, Kathy. Nice to see you. Welcome to the live stream. I'm not a Blanche. Thank you, John. I appreciate all of the thumbs up that you guys can give me. I hope to see them rise. Right now it says I have 84 young people in here. Only 38 thumbs up. Darn. I know most of you do, though. Thank you, Colette. Yeah, so anyway, what else, so I do enjoy, being in my home, and being alone's okay. And you guys help me with that, because then I just communicate. I'm a communicator. That's the one thing. If you're going to be with me, we're going to communicate, because I can't stand when people don't talk about anything. That's why people have high blood pressure. They don't talk. They bottle it up, and then they blow up, and then it's screwed. I'm going to get some parsnips. I'm not on any dating site. I'm not looking for a mate. I'm not man hungry at all. I just really like company, but it'd have to be the kind of person that we kind of groove together, you know what I mean? We can talk. Blanche. Well, I would be between Blanche and what's the other lady that was the tall lady? Rose? I forget their names. Yeah, I mean, don't mind being alone. Dorothy, that's right. Thank you. I don't mind being alone. But I do like company. But I like company that kind of knows we can get in the groove together, And certain people, you just instantly have that connection with them. Some people you don't. Maud. She was cool. Sophia. Wasn't she the older lady? You know what? Our little girl that's in Nadia's tummy right now, she's baking. Her name is going to be Sophie Joy. That's the name she wants to, is Sophie Joy. So she's coming sometime soon. Sometimes you feel like Sophia. Marilyn. Yeah, I think we all feel like Sophia sometimes. I keep forgetting I have a nice drink to drink. Feisty. Yeah, I'm a little feisty. I'm just I'm open-minded, and I know, what's her name, the one that I was saying, she was kind of loose. I'm not loose, but I am open-minded. Yeah, it's not Sophia, it's Sophie. Sophie Joy, I've been told. Not Sophia, Sophie. Sophie Joy. Blanche, Rose, Maud, and Sophia. Rose was Betty White, wasn't she? She was always so dumb and sweet, dumb and cute. I wish I was looser. But I'm not. I'm not that type. Never was. They dressed well, of course. It is good. It's green tea with ginseng. It's got a little honey in it. I think it's 4 points, and it's worth it. I don't have ice. I have no ice in my house. Sometimes I'll go over to Kathy and Mark, and we'll be playing a game, and I'll get a big old thing of ice water. And I'm like thrilled to have ice. That's true. Catherine's got it right. She says Blanche was loose. Dorothy was caustic. That's an interesting word. Rose was sweet and ditzy, and Sophia was a spitfire. Yes, yes. What? What, Marilyn? Yeah, Beatrice Arthur was Dorothy. That's right. The Odd Couple. Oh, Maya. I haven't seen that one in a long time. B. Arthur was Dorothy Rue. Rue McCanahan, or whatever her name was Blanche. And Betty White was Rose. Estelle Getty was Sophia. And the actress was actually younger than B. Arthur. And they're all gone now. They're all past. Those were some good shows on TV, weren't they? Life has changed so dramatically in the last 20 years. Can't even believe it. This has been the craziest year of all my years. That's right, Betty White. I'm sorry, that's true. Betty White is 98. Sorry, Betty. Bless her heart, though. She's a wonderful lady. I know, Darlene. I miss ice. I think that's one of the biggest things I miss. I was thinking though I might get another refrigerator, put it outside, and have ice. I don't think this has any caffeine in it, but caffeine doesn't really bother me. Well, we've been discussing stuff. Yeah, so things have changed. TV's changed. Dating's changed. Now you can just do Zoom dates and see if you like somebody. I don't know if they have that happening, but it's a good idea. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Catherine, is getting a wee small little refrigerator freezer. I could get an ice maker, but I don't even know where I would keep an ice maker because one thing about an RV, I would have to make room for an ice maker. I don't really have. I'd have to like clear back there a spot or something. Here, I want to show you who's visiting us. I'm going to turn this around because Mark is walking Sadie. Do you see that? Do you see? That's Sadie. That's Lee and Stephanie's dog. I don't know if you can see her. She's really cute. Do you see her? Did it work? Oops, wait a minute. There. Sorry. Hi, Kathy. The garage. What about the garage? That's their garage. Oh well, I'm sorry. It didn't work. Sadie's like a schnauzer, real sweet dog, and they're babysitting her. Oh, the three of us could share it. Well, they have ice, and they have another refrigerator in and a freezer in there. And if I wanted a bag of ice, I could stick it in the freezer. But it's the convenience of having ice right here. Probably missed something. Yeah, ice is something I do miss. But you learn in life that you don't really need all the stuff you thought you needed. That's the truth. Yeah, the Libra said it. The garage is not air conditioned. There is another fridge out there, works fine. We have fans and heaters. I do have a space out there to work at, and all my beads are out there. But it's too hot unless I work really late at night. I guess I could go sit out there. But I think I do miss ice. That's one of the things I miss. Whenever I go to dinner, it's like ice, 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 baby. Hi, Lisa. Nice to see you. Nice to see all of you. Sunny, come on, exercise. I know, ice is a wonderful thing. I don't have any, okay? Rub it in. I walk back and forth a lot, but it's not to get ice. Yeah, there's always ice at Cat and Mark's house. If I wanted it bad enough, I would, figure it out, I guess. I know, Kathy, I was kidding. I was kidding. No, I mean, if, like, again, my freezer's too small for ice. Cherry limeade at Sonic. Oh, that sounds good. The veggies are doing good. I haven't had a lot of the veggies. I've had, I was just saying I had okra. Fresh okra from the garden, delicious. Also poblano peppers. I had a few of those I've cooked with onions and eggs. And I had a cherry tomato out of the garden yesterday. That was good. It's not that much. They need, actually, we need to have double the amount. I did make them, Jeepers. Yes, thank you. No counter space. I mean, I don't have any counter space. I can turn and show you my counter space. It's kind of messy because I have a can on the... Let me pick this up. I don't have much of a kitchen. I really don't. Luckily, Mark made me a wonderful spice rack and this I don't know if you can see it. I can't even. A shelf. Yeah, you're spoiled. I'm not spoiled. Not spoiled. Yeah, so I do my own nails now. They look really natural, don't they? They look better than my nails. Thank you. Maybe that would work for you. What did you say? I have a gallon-sized water bottle. Gallon. I can't put that in the freezer. I don't have room for that. Remember? I got my freezer's just a little freezer and I have food in it. But the only thing I thought about is buying sometimes you see them cheap, a refrigerator or a small freezer, and I could put one of those outside. A video how to do them, they're so easy. Let me show you. There's no reason to do a video. I keep them in here. Amanda gave me this. Anyway, so I opened up a bunch of them, and this is what they look like. I buy them at Dollar General. You can buy them at Walmart. When they come out of the package, they look like that. And, you clean your fingernails. And actually, you should put a little alcohol wipe. Really get any grease off. And then you just find the size that you need. Put a little bit of nail glue. And then hold it on. A couple seconds, just kind of like that. I do it like that for a few seconds. And then it's on. And then you can take a file and smooth them down because they have different kinds. I choose these, which are like the French. That way I don't have to polish them and they look good. And my nails are underneath them. Mine are getting longer. Darlene says she'd chew them off. I don't chew my nails, although when I don't have nails on, my nails are not, they never have been great. Very thin, and they'll peel, and then I'll wind up making it worse. Thank you, Diane. How are you, Diane? Let me know when you get your Mandela. I sent it to you. Yeah, these are thin. They're not the best. And if you go out and do a bunch of stuff, you'll look down and one of them will be gone. But I'm not doing that much, and I just put another one on. I'm so glad you came in, Sonny. Thank you for coming in. Put it on my table outside. Yeah, I could do that. I could. I'm afraid that when it rains and stuff, anything out there would, I don't know. We'll see. My natural nails. Hi, Marilyn, by the way. How's your knees? Any better? Hope you're feeling a little better. I don't have really pretty natural nails anyway. When I used to play guitar and sing, I didn't have nails on, and my nails were ugly, but hey, I made my living with my hands. Don't have spinach growing in there, but I do like spinach a lot. Minnow Fairy, take care. Be careful in the storms. I used to get them done. I used to get the powder, the dip. They're strong. You could do anything and you won't lose them. These, every now and then, one just gets loose and flips off. But because they're not polished, you could never tell. Like if one flips off, my nail's under it. I opened the door. Oh, you mean the music door? Ha. You're in the sucky stage of recuperation. Aw. Yeah, it takes a while. My God, they opened up your knee, you know. They had, I mean, I cut my finger and it hurts. So you can imagine that all of that has got to heal, and you know, it will. Kathy's outside. Song. I can sing you the song I wrote when I was in Alabama. Hey, Mrs. Thoreau. Nice to see you here. I thought it was a good song, and I really enjoyed, it just came out of me, you know. Who wants to hear it? Because, you know, I like to sing, but it's not necessary. Raise your hand if you want me to sing a song. Go for it. Go for it. That's my line. Go for it. Yellow moon over Alabama. Evening sweet scent is filling the air. Parked my rig at the Hilltop Park in Alabama, sweet Alabama. Sun comes up and the sky is blue. Fields of cotton and wildflowers too in Alabama, sweet Alabama. Oh, what a joy it is to feel freedom. Spread your wings and be free. Oh, what a joy it is to feel freedom. I feel free. I didn't know that I would stay so long. Long enough for me to write this song about Alabama, sweet Alabama. That's it. I sound like Dale Evans, really. I don't know what she sounds like. Thank you. I like to sing, so that it makes me feel good too, I gotta say. Ah, thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Well, I think that the inspiration behind that song is I finally got out of Florida. Like just driving the trailer, pulling the trailer out of Florida after a few nights on the road, and I got to this really sweet park, and the cotton was just gorgeous. Cotton's prettier in Alabama than Texas cotton, I can tell you that. And I just saw the moon out, and it was big and beautiful, and I just felt free. I felt like a weight had been lifted from my shoulders because in Florida, I had my memories of my husband. I had to sell all the stuff. I had to sell his stuff. Very difficult. And so I basically, that was the freedom I did. I felt like free for the first time in a long time. No, I know she was married to Roy Rogers. I just don't remember her voice. Mississippi song. I don't really know any Mississippi. Mississippi. Yes, the cotton fields are much bigger, more lush. I mean, when you look at a field of cotton that's growing in Alabama, it's amazing how beautiful and thick it is. Really pretty, really pretty. Here in Texas, it's pretty also, but they're smaller plants. I noticed this. They're just smaller. They're pretty also, and there's lots of them. And when it comes in season, I'll be videoing it again. But I gotta say that Alabama had prettier, bigger, thicker cotton fields. Hi, Betty. I'm not even sure what made it so much different because I noticed that right away that when we got in, we get cotton here, a lot of cotton in Texas. But it's not as like voluptuous. It's it's just not as full, but they're still pretty, and cotton's gorgeous when it's growing. It really is. Music helps me a lot. I sing a lot. I do. I sometimes pray to music. I mean, like when I'm talking to God, I'll sing it. No one's around, of course. Thanks for coming in, Dare to Dream. I hope that you come back again. And I do another live stream on Friday night, so. Music's just a beautiful thing. Okay. I'm living in a small town in Texas where people smile and get to know your name. I never thought I'd ever want to live like this, and now I'm living in a small town in Texas. On Friday, we all dine at Bud's place, where most everybody there. I even know the cop and the mayor too, and our waitress Angie's baby's nearly due. Oh, I'm living in a small town in Texas where people smile and get to know your name. I never thought I'd ever want to live like this. Now I'm living in a small town in Texas. We don't have a signal, just a blinking light. McDonald's is an hour drive away. My friends think I flipped out, and I'm here to say I flipped out in a small town in Texas. Yes, I'm living in a small town in Texas. Ta-da! Aw, thank you, Darlene. Thank you. Listen, that's the goal. If I can make you smile or make you think about something you hadn't thought about, or make you remember something that was good, or maybe even makes you sad for a few minutes, but you're not alone. That's what this channel's about. Ah, thanks, Libra. It is. It's about that. It's about, we're all here just trying to get by. And there's a lot of channels with drama, and there's a lot of channels that argue with each other. There's channels that they just turn the video on driving, and you see, a lot of that. That's fine, but my channel comes from my heart. I just sort of say what's going on in my life and hope, you know, just hope that you guys feel good. It does make me happy, Vanilla. You're right. That's the truth, Chip. We don't get over when your mom passes away, or your husband, or your son, God forbid, your kids. You don't get over it. You never get over it. You get through it. You do. One day at a time, you get through it. And as time goes on, it does get a little more livable and easier, and you can breathe better again. And then you realize that you just have to get through it, and you have to make the best of it. You make the best of it because the person that no longer is alive would want you to create happiness in your life, to be part of the world around us and not hide out. So, yeah. Yep, kids. Yeah, and I mean I watch a lot of different channels, and some are so artistic, and some are very very interesting and amazing how they the camera work and the in their the all the stuff, the bells and whistles. But we're all different, we're all different, and I'm doing all I can do is be me. I can try to get better. I want to try to do more Patreon stuff. I want to use my other channel too. And just, if you're with me, you'll know. Thank you, Diane. Darlene says, yes, I'm sitting here in my trailer on the small city park. Thank you for everyone else keeping me company. Yeah, we're all here to keep company. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Chip says 3 years now, and his little bro just started a few months ago, passed away tragically Monday. Oh, I'm so sorry, Chip. Holy shit. Now that's tough. Only 16. I don't even have words other than this is a very hard time for the family. Oh, Molly, yes, Rosie. Well, Rosie gets into different things, and she's trying to, we're all trying to keep our channels alive, something that makes people want to come back and visit with you. So that's what we're all doing, Some of us do it better than others, and, Rosie's going through changes too. Aren't we all? I love Trent and Allie. They are really a wonderful couple. Yeah, they're one of my favorites. Trent and Allie, Nomadic Movement are another couple I love. Um, there's a lot of good people out there that share their lives, and it's not easy to share your life. Certain people can do it. Anybody can read a script that they write. That's fine, but that's not for me. Catherine, thank you so much for coming in, though. I really appreciate when you come in here. So, always happy and welcome. Yeah, Chip, I don't even know what to say, babe. Vanilla Rain's a nice name. I love that. Well, I'll have to check your channel out, Vanilla Rain, and we can all do that. We can check your channel out, too. So that's what's going on with me. I'm just trying to, like everybody else, just get by each day. And I do that because I fill it up with things that I enjoy. And, creating stuff. Let's see, what else? I mean, there's so many necklaces that I've made. I haven't sold any. Well, I sold one necklace, but I'm trying to find the one I want to show. Where is it? Well, there's so many of them. Here's an all black with crystals. Very pretty. Yeah, I made these earrings. Actually, I made them here. Thank you. Yeah. So check out my Etsy shop and go see, join my Facebook group and my Instagram and Patreon. Anything you want to do is always wonderful. I'm gonna do that Vanilla Rain. I am gonna have to get myself. I haven't done it yet, but Amazon does sell a thing that clamps to the table with a very strong arm that holds the cell phone over what I'm doing. That's what I need. And I will do that. Yeah, this one's got a little sparkle to it too. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Yeah, I know you have one, Marilyn. I'm going to have to break down and get it. Hey, Susan. I'm sorry you're coming in kind of late tonight. Aw. Yeah, what was I going to say? Yeah, so I need to do that because I really do sit here for hours, and that would be fun to just talk to you while I'm doing something, and then maybe, I don't know. I don't know if that'll be good or not, but I think I'd like to try it. I'd like to put it on my RV Debs journey number 2. Maybe put parentheses ASMR, because when I'm painting, it's very like, it's not a lot of action. It's just something that's kind of hypnotizing, Yes, Susan, thank you. Yeah, I like to be as together as I can. I don't dress that fancy though, but I enjoy clothes. That's why I'm trying to lose weight. Good old Weight Watchers. I haven't had dinner yet, but I'm going to cook something. I cook kind of late. Lately, I've been eating late because I stay up till 3 in the morning. What about a good order? Yeah, Molly. Jimmy John's. She's still thinking about Jimmy John's. I'll take a Jimmy John's. Thank you for coming in tonight. I really do appreciate each and every one of you, because without you guys, I wouldn't have the channel. Thanks so much for being a part of it. I really want you to know I do appreciate it. Just the thumbs up, I appreciate those. I really do, because I know that you care. I know that you love it. I love you too, Kathy. How's that little sweet bunny girl doing, by the way? I am a night owl. I don't want to be one, but I am. Oh, I love you too. I'm trying to get myself back into... I'm trying. The words trying doesn't mean anything. They say, try to pick this up, and you drop it on the floor. You don't try to pick it up, you pick it up. So I won't say I'm trying. Triple chocolate chunk cookies. Oh my God. Susan said I missed you the last few times. Oh. Well, you can always watch this from the beginning, because this is a good chat. I believe that it's a relaxing chat. I know my friend Darby likes relaxing chats. Yeah, there's a lot of crap going on, and it's nice to have somewhere soft and flowy and relaxing. Sweet and naughty. Thank you, Darlene. You know what? It makes my night too. That's funny, Susan. Yoda says, do or do not, there is no try. Yeah, that's what I mean. Kathy, you're on the wagon with me? I've been letting myself kind of go, and I haven't lost any weight in a few weeks. I haven't gained a lot or anything like that, but the object is to take the weight off. And but boy, I'll tell you, there are times when ice cream is the only thing that'll help. And that's the way it is. And you know what? Once in a while, you got to be good to yourself. You got to give yourself a little something, something. I don't know what that was. Whatever that was, I'm going to have to check it. Yes, get out on the wagon again with me, girls. I mean, I know it's hard. You know, I'll say this before I go. Whenever I'm on a food plan, because I'm an eater, and I stay on it for a good, sometimes it lasts 3 months, 4 months, and then I get where I'm giving back, I'm taking back stuff because I feel like I need it, you know. And I have to get past that. So, okay, I loosened up for a few weeks. I did. You know, Lee and Stephanie started selling ice cream at Bud's drive-through. Of course, you have to test it. I know, and you know, you know. So for the last few weeks, we went to the Hole in the Wall, and I had myself a hamburger with fries. It was worth it because I haven't had one in months. But it is time now to get back on track. Back on track. And I've been good today, and I do. I have my app for Weight Watchers. Even when I'm doing a bad day, I put it all in because it's like, who am I lying to? You know. On Monday, I weighed myself, but I almost didn't weigh myself on my weigh-in day because I thought, oh no, it's not going to be good. But who's gonna? If I don't do it, who's gonna know? You know. Anyway, I did it, and I'm the same. And I just, whoever wants to get back on the wagon with me, let's do this. Let's do this. At least, you know, stay on healthy food for the next week. It's not easy, Vanilla Rain, honey. I know. The move was rough on you, Molly. I know. It took you a lot of energy. Yeah, I fell off my wagon. I need to get right back on. And I did. I start every morning good. It's just something happens. But I don't have anything in the house that's really, you know, too bad. So I'm not going to go anywhere. But believe me, there's been times when I will go and get what I want. But I'm trying. Let's keep it. Let's try. You're in. Colette's in on this. Let's do a good week. Let's say we lost at least 2-3 pounds this week. Wouldn't that be better than not? Whatever it takes. Whatever you need to do. Okay, Susan's in. 7 days. What is today? So we have till next Wednesday. I mean, I weigh on Mondays, so I'm going to say Monday. But I'm hoping that by next Monday, I'm going to have at least 3 pounds gone. Yeah. And I'm not, you know, I don't look for miracles. I don't walk a lot. I know that it's a good thing. I've seen people out walking. It's too hot for me. I don't want to stroke out, you know. I just can't walk that far. I can walk around here and be a little more active. The other day I was out at night and the moon was full and I am dancing. I'm like remembering how to dance because there's room out there on the lawn. And I'm doing the like dancing and I'm like doing my moves and I'm like out of breath. I go in, I'm like, whew. That's true. You need to definitely, writing your food down is important though. Thank you, Scott. Let's do this. Maybe what I'll do too is, what is today, Wednesday? Maybe on the weekend I will do like a live stream on RV Debs Journey number 2 and we'll discuss the week and see how we're doing. Yeah, I do too, Colette. I mean, I wouldn't be disappearing if I lost 50 pounds. But you guys would think I'm sick. You know what really gets me? That the more weight I lose, the saggier everything becomes. And I don't have the money to tuck it. Let's see. What is today? Today, I do a live stream here Friday. Probably Sunday. Because I weigh in on Monday, but I think Sunday would be a good day to just, talk about health and what we're doing and how we're doing. 25 grand to have a tuck. I know that the rich people are fortunate. I mean, think about it. One little tuck and I would be so happy. But anyway, love me for who I am now, right? I'm going to end the video here. I hope you guys stay with me. I don't think anybody saw me dancing because it's late at night. But I was dancing while the dogs were out there. Just trying to move, stretching. I don't know Sunday what time. Probably evening, maybe around 7:30 at night, Central Time. Or maybe in the middle of the day. I love you guys. Peace out. Give me a thumbs up if you haven't. See you later.